Hello everyone, this is your teacher Ajay Nehra. Today we are going to start a new chapter, chapter 3 from Testing to Digestive, class 5th EVS. So without wasting any time, we are going to start our lesson. Do you know, every food we eat that have a different taste. So take an example, you eat biscuit, some are salty, some are sweet. So do you know which body part, which organ of our body that helps to identify the different taste? Do you know? I know my hand identify the taste. Yes? No. What identify? That is tongue. You can see the picture of tongue. Tongue identify the different tastes of different food item. You know? So what tongue helps? There are tiny bumps on the tongues. You can see small tiny, that is called taste buds that taste the item and tells the tongue that is the that taste. Suppose I'm just drinking lemon juice, so when I'm drinking, so my taste bud tell us that is sweet or sour. So what is the taste of lemon? Sweet, sour. So you know, so the different food item have the different taste. So first we will discuss about this tongue, and there are different parts of the tongue which identify the different taste. You know, first we take a sweet option. You know, which part of the tongue tell us that food is sweet? That is the lower part of the tongue. Thus tell us that food item is sweet. So, you know, then we take another one. So, which part of our body tell us that our food item is salty? Think about it. This. Yes, you know, this part, or the both, they tell us the food item is salty. So, class, next is sour taste. So the sour we can identify from the tongue, that is that part. And this side also. So do you know, the one more taste is that is bitter. Like we ate Karela. And we also mentioned that while we saying Karela, that is bitter Karela. So Karela taste is bitter. So which part of our tongue help us to tell the Karela is bitter? That is so this is the tongue and their function. The which part is identify the different taste. So recite with me. So this part is tell us sweet. This one salty, this one sour, and the last bitter. So we will do one activity, that I will write the food item names and you will tell us that is the that taste. Okay? So first is lemon. So lemon taste is, we already mentioned that is sour. Second one, that is I think your favorite too, ice cream. So ice cream taste is salty. I know, bitter. No? Sweet. So we take ice cream, the taste is sweet. So on the next food item, we use tomato in every veggies, na? So we will take third one, tomato. So tomato taste is, think there is salty? No. Then there is juicy, sour, and so tomato taste is juicy, sour, and you are thinking yes, sweet also. Some sweetness also in tomato. So now come on, onion. Onion taste is pungent. It is a very sharp smell, that is called pungent. So the next is soft. So have you eaten soft when you were in a restaurant? After eating your dinner, the restaurant offer the soft while you paying the bill. That taste is sweet. So the next one is garlic. Garlic taste is also pungent and bitter. So next is salt, and salt taste is salty. So this is your food item, that is taste. You can know the sour we can identify in the tongue circle. The sour is responsible for this part of the tongue. Okay, sorry, this part of tongue, that is sour, that is salty, that is sweet, and that is bitter. Now we will come on the second activity, that how we drink some item, that is how, what kind of sound we are making, that we will do now. So the next is expression and sound and food item. Suppose one expression and sound I am writing here, that is slurping. Have you making sound of something you are drinking, that sound is slurping. So can you tell me the food item while we are drinking or the taking, that we making that sound? Can you tell me? Yes, the first one is while we are taking tea, coffee, or soup also. Okay. So on the second expression and sound, that is yum. What is that? Yum. When you are eating something delicious and you sound like that sound, that is yum sound. While you are eating ice cream, chocolate, or jalebi, etc. So that is the two expression sound and the food item here. Now we will move on the next. So class, have you sometime noticed or heard by the doctor or your parents that you should chew your food properly? Do you know why? If suppose I am eating a food without chewing, so my tongue cannot identify the proper taste of that food. So if I am chewing that same food item with sufficient, as the doctor said, 32 times, then my tongue can taste the food far better than the last, and it's also helping the digestive process. So we should chew the food proper. So you know, in your lesson there is a girl, Nita, and she was sick. So their father keeping her into the hospital, and the nurse said we have to admit the girl, and we are giving to the glucose drip. And she was worried because she heard about the glucose and she also tasted. In the school, the PT teacher give them glucose. But how it in the drip? So the nurse explained that it is a mixture of sugar and salt that give instant energy, and you will cure that your illness, the weakness. You know why we giving the glucose drip? While someone is sick like that, the vomiting is coming, the stomach is disturbed, and that time we are giving glucose drip. So it give, what is the purpose for the giving the glucose drip? It give instant energy to the body and it respond quickly. So that's why we are giving glucose drip. So which patients are weak, especially because it gives instant energy. So now we will talk about the digestive process of our body. Actually, it starts with while we eating from our mouth. The digestive process starts while we are chewing our food. That is the first step. Then, so class, as I told you, the food digestive system starts with your mouth when you chew the food. So this is the chart of your digestive system. So we will explain from here. You can see while we eating something, then we chew it, and saliva got mixed with the food item. You know what saliva helps in? Saliva makes the food that is chewing in your mouth, makes it soft and smooth. That saliva helps in digestive system. Then that the food item goes through a food pipe that is called esophagus. Esophagus is also called food pipe. So through the esophagus, the food goes into the stomach. So in stomach there is a digestive juice that start the process of digestion. Then after the stomach, the food goes into the small intestine. So the actual digestion process complete in the small intestine. In small intestine, that absorb the minerals of the food item, and the food dissolve in starch in the small intestine. And after the small intestine, the undigested food, then the food coming from the stomach to the small intestine, that is the partially digestive food. But after the small intestine, the almost food is digest. The small intestine take all the minerals which is need for the body. But after the small intestine, the food is undigested. That goes into the large intestine from there. And that food item in the large intestine, the water is absorbed in the large intestine. Only water is absorbed. And after that, the food goes to the end of the large intestine and stored there. That is called rectum. That is called rectum. The undigested food that from the large intestine at the end of stored there. So that is called rectum. And every day we remove this undigested food from time to time. So this is the whole process of digestive system. The food we eat that start from our mouth, then it goes to the esophagus, then the stomach started the digestive portion because there is a digestive juice. Then it goes to the small intestine, that the digestion process starts there. Very we can say the complete digestion process in the small intestine. They absorb all the minerals which we need our body, and the food item dissolve in starch. After the large intestine, then the large intestine they absorb the water. Then at the end of the large intestine it's stored there, that is called rectum. And then the time to time we remove and digestive food from anus. So that is the digestive process. So class, so can you tell me who tell the words how the food digests in our stomach, and what is that process? It starts, what time it takes, the different food item. That is Dr. Berman. And how he know Dr. Berman? There behind a story. So can I tell a story? You know, in 1822, there is a soldier named Martin, and he was 18-year old, and he was shot. Then the Dr. Berman is called for the treatment, and Dr. Berman done well. But after a 1.5 year, the Martin comes for the treatment. Then Dr. Berman noticed that the wounds are clearly gone up, but they have a hole in their stomach, and it covered with a flap. So when he pressed the flap, he noticed he can peep into the stomach, and he can know about the what food item in the stomach and the digestive process he can see from the hole. So Dr. Berman takes some food from the stomach by the food pipe also. And you know, the whole experiment did by the Dr. Berman, that it take 9 years. That is so much. So long, na? That take 9 years. And what he do? Dr. Berman thought that if I'm taking the digestive juice out from the stomach and I put in a jar and I put some food item, so the food item will digest or not. He wants to know that, and if digest, what time it took. So what the Dr. Berman done, he take some digestive juice from the Martin's stomach and put in a jar, that is 20 ml in a jar, and put 20 pieces of boiled fish in that. And he observed the time, that is 8:30, and he maintained the temperature of 30 degree. And you know why? Because our stomach temperature is also 30 degree, and that is also told by Dr. Berman. So after some time, I think the 2 p.m., the Dr. Berman noticed that the food item totally digested in that. So Dr. Berman told the world that every food item has a different time to take the digestion. So he make experiment on that. There's some food item in the stomach and some outside the stomach. So I'm here a table that food item, this time taken for digestion in the stomach and in the glass with digestive juice. So first, unboiled milk, and in the stomach it takes time to digest, that is 2 hours 15 minutes. 2 hours 15 minutes. But in the glass with the digestive juice, which are same, which are taken from the stomach, it takes 4 hours 45 minutes. So it is clear now, the food is digested fast than the in the glass with the filled with digestive juice. So in which part the digestive process will fast? In the stomach. So the next is boiled milk. So boiled milk take 2 hours to digest in the stomach, but in the jar that filled with the digestive juice, it takes 4 hours 15 minutes. So third is half boiled egg. It takes 3 hours in the stomach, and the 6 hours 30 minutes, it's more than double in the glass with the digestive juice. The next is raw egg, that is take 1 hour 30 minutes, but in the glass jar that is 4 hours. So it is very clear, the food in the digestive juice which in the glass, that take more time to digest, but it digests outside the stomach also, and that is told by Dr. Berman. Do you know, Dr. Berman also told the world that the juice which we are calling that digestive juice, that nature is acidic. Yes, that is also told by Dr. Berman. And he told everyone that every food item in our body takes different time to digest. So that is the story about the Martin and Dr. Berman, what he discovered, what he told to the world, what he told everyone. That is very important. So the next is, we will talk about two students, actually two children, which eating the different type of food and what effects on their body. Okay class? Class, there are two students, actually two children. So one is Rashmi, that is 5-year-old. Second is Kailash, that is 7-year-old. These two children are eating different kind of food, so its effect on different. So like Rashmi cannot eat proper food, even she get much rice to eat, that is the luckiest day for the Rashmi. So what happened then? Rashmi are not having the proper food. So Rashmi looks smaller than its age. Rashmi look like 3-year-old girl, and its stomach is like balloon, and she is very thin, and she is very weak also, because she feel weakness because lack of energy, so she cannot go to the school also. So other hand, there is a Kailash, that is 7-year-old boy, but Kailash is fat, so it's look bigger than their age. It's look like than 10-year boy. Why? Because he don't like the homemade food like dal, rice, chapati, curd, and the many more dishes. But he like burger, pizza, pasta, cold drink, and etc., which is not good for health. So what effects on our body, on the Kailash? Their body, their leg have no power, no strength to keep their weight. So he feel weakness. Kailash have pain in their legs also many times. So this is Rashmi and this is Kailash. What is common in that? They are not eating both the proper food. So what is actually proper food? Proper food is that which food that contain all the minerals, vitamins, proteins that contain in food that is necessary for our body. That meal or food is called proper food. So class, on the next we will talk about Gomti. Gomti is a worker in a big pharma in Kalahandi. Kalahandi is in which state? Odisha. She works in a big farm, and she even cannot have much rice to eat every day. So she eat leaves and roots from which she getting from the jungle. But that Odisha is very famous for their rice, and they send the other states and some other country to, they send rice to other countries and some other states. But the Gomti, which she work on that farm, she is growing rice and she is not having. Their husband is also died because of hunger, because they don't have eat to food, and their baby is also so weak. And they get sometimes rice, even then it is spoiled in some godams, and that is if they are lucky to have it. So that is all. And Gomti is also need the proper food for their family. That is the right of every citizen of the country. We need proper food, and the government also provide in our school also. Okay, that is called midday meal. We have, do you know midday meal is? Midday meal is a food which is provided in the school. Okay, so that's all for the now. The lesson is complete. If there is any doubt, you can ask to me. You know my number. You can call for any doubt. Complete your worksheet on time, and you best of luck.